The topic that we are going to discuss is cell, tissue, organ, system, and organism. And in today's topic, we are going to have a look at how a cell leads to an organism. As we all know that we humans and other multicellular organisms as well, we humans are considered as multicellular organism, as we have system of organs which work together towards a same outcome. It means that the function is same. Now have a look to the further organization. As we all know that we have 30 trillion cells in our human body, so it means that there is not a single cell that is found in our body. We have 30 trillion cells. Cell is the basic fundamental unit. For example, RBC, that is red blood cell, has a function to transport oxygen and carry back carbon dioxide. So it is really very common to understand that not only one RBC, that is red blood cell, is required in our body for this specific function. There must be many red blood cells, and the same way other cells are also found in our human body, like for example WBC, that is white blood cells, and have a function to fight against the bacteria and make our immune system strong. Let's have a look at another example, that is stomach. Like for example, in our stomach, as we all know, smooth muscle tissues are found, as I have told you before in our previous lecture. So what is the function of this smooth muscle tissue? It has the ability to contract, and this specific tissue will contract for the digestion process of the food that we eat. So not only one tissue is found, there are many tissues which are linked together, and they are working together for the same function, that is digestion of food. So if cells are combined together, they will form tissue, and if different tissues are put together, they will make up of organ, and if different organs are put together, they will make up organ system. Like organs example, for example, stomach is an organ, large intestine is an organ, small intestine is organ. So leading to these three organs, there are another organs as well, like esophagus and other as well, that makes up digestive system. So the digestive system is considered as the example of organ system. So it means that if these all organs are put together, they will make up organ system. Like for example, digestive system, DS represent digestive system. I am writing down in short here. So different systems of the body carry out different functions. Example, digestive system, other systems, respiratory system. These all are considered as organ system. Circulatory system is also an example of organ system. And these organ system, all these organ system, like skeletal system, if they all are put together, they will make up an organism. And organism example is we human being. So now to better understand these all level of organization, as we have discussed, for example, we have letters A to Z, and if I am going to put few of the letters all together and considering these letters as cell, so what will happen? Word will be formed. And if I am going to put together few words, sentences will be formed. And if I'm going to put together all these sentences together, a chapter will be formed. And if I'm going to put together all the chapters together, a book will be formed. So we can say that these letters are the fundamental unit of book. The same way cells are the fundamental unit of an organism that makes up an organism. And in an organism there are many cells, as I have already told you before that there are 30 trillion cells which are found in our human body. All living organisms are made up of one or more cells. Like for example, we human being are multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms, uni means one, having one single cell. Example is amoeba. While multicellular organism, multi means many, so many cells are found in multicellular organism. Example, humans. So now it is really very clear all these level of organization, how cell leads to organism. Level 1 is cell. It is the fundamental unit of life, basic unit of structure, as it has a same function as well. Cells are performing same common function in living things. Different types of cells are found which serve specific functions. Like for example, as you can see, the specific function of RBC, as I have already told you before. Blood cells are also found. WBCs are also found in our human body. The same way bone cells are found in our human body. Nerve cells are found. As we all know, RBC have a function to transport oxygen and carry back carbon dioxide. So if you are going to have a look at a smooth muscle cell, and I have already told you before, this smooth muscle cell have the ability to contract in our stomach as to digest our food. Mixing and churning will occur in our stomach by the help of smooth muscle cell. So it is obvious that not only one cell can do this specific function, so we need many cells together, and that's how level 2, that is tissue, are formed. When these cells are combined together or put all together, this kind of muscle tissues form smooth muscle tissue, as you can see. And these all cells, when combined and forming a tissue, this tissue will contract, and with the contraction our stomach will also contract. This second example, as you can see, epithelial tissue, group of cells similar in structure and function. As you can see, in epithelial tissue they have similar structure and they will also work all together. So there are 4 basic types of tissues: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, nervous tissue. And we are going to have a brief look. As you have seen the epithelial tissue structure here. Epithelial tissue is basically found on surface, like for example skin surface, and it lines body cavities, basically having the function to lining or making the boundary. Second is connective tissue. As from the word you may have a look at its function as well. It has a function to connect or support other tissues. It is found in extracellular matrix, and it is found throughout our body. As in our body tissues are found, and these different tissues are supported by these connective tissues. Third is muscle tissue. These are essential for keeping the body upright and allow us or our body to move, also pumping blood or pushing food through digestive system or digestive tract. For the contraction process, proteins are found in our digestive system. Skeletal muscle tissue. As we all know that this muscle tissue is found in our biceps and our arms, and these skeletal muscle tissues come under voluntary control. It means that we have a control over it. We can move them. Second is smooth muscle tissue, and smooth muscle tissues which are found in our stomach, in our digestive system, and these comes under involuntary control. It means that we just can't have the control of the movement. They move on their own. We can't have a control over their movement. Third is cardiac muscle tissue. These are found in our heart, and these also comes under involuntary control. It means that we have no control over the movement of these cardiac muscle tissues. Well, there is another type of tissue as well, that is nervous tissue, and these nervous tissues are involved in serving stimuli. It means that they conduct nerve impulses or nerve messages, and they consist of two types of cells. That is glia is the another type. It is actually not carrying nerve impulse. As you can see in the picture, glia is found in between the two nerve cells, and it supports a neuron. So glia is found between these nerve cells to provide support, and have no function to carry out nerve impulse. Only nerve cells carry nerve impulse. So as we all know that many nerve cells must be found in our body, so glia is there to support them. So the next level is organ, and as we have discussed, epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. And as we all know, epithelial tissues make up the lining, secretion, or absorption function in the digestive system, while as we have discussing the third level of organization, that is organ. So the organ we are discussing is the stomach. That's why I have said before that not only one cell is required to perform a specific function. There are many cells, and which combined together or all put together, they will form tissue. As you can see here, epithelial tissue is the first layer, second is connective tissue, third is the muscle tissue layer, while last is the nervous tissue layer which is formed. And connective tissue gives support, strength, and elasticity in the stomach, while muscle tissue helps to contract and relax as the food is required to get digested. And these muscle tissues will work together for the same outcome, that is mixing and churning of the food for the digestion process in the stomach. Well, the last is nervous tissue. It is found in stomach for the communication purpose, and also helps to control the digestion process in the stomach. Now have a look to the next level of organization, that is level 4, organ system. As we all know that organs grouped into organ system to work together towards a specific or same outcome. Like for example, we have discussed digestive system and other system, that is circulatory system, nervous system, respiratory system, skeletal system, muscular system. All these systems are considered as organ system and are found in our body, that is in human. So we have discussed that small muscle cells combine together to form tissue and are found in stomach. We have discussed all the levels of organization, that how cell, the basic unit of life, forms up an organism and leads to an organism. So these levels of organization are found in our human body, and I have discussed all these levels with the examples. I hope that it is a helpful lecture for you all. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, like this video, and share it with your friends as well. Take care. Have a nice day.